Hello ladies and gentlemen, Stephen here from Redolessence and welcome back to another fragrance review. Thank you all very much for tuning in. And in this video, I am very pleased to have the opportunity to talk a little bit about a fragrance composed by one of my favorite perfumers. And this one is from the house of Frank Los Angeles, and the fragrance goes by the name Frank No. 1. Now, before I proceed with the review, I just want to mention that if you are interested in purchasing this fragrance or any fragrance from this line, you may do so at luckyscent.com. Lucky Scent is a fragrance website that I trust with all of my niche purchases. They have a lot of really hard to find scents. They also have really fast shipping, and they have really good prices on those fragrances, which do tend to be a little bit pricey, but this one is actually quite reasonably priced. And so this company has fragrances named after different numbers. So there's number 1, number 2, and number 3. I do want to mention that back in 2004, when a separate formula released under the same name was released, that fragrance has now been discontinued. So this one came out in 2014. The perfumer behind this scent is Bertrand Duchaufour, and I own a few of his compositions. I personally like a few that he's done for Eau de Toilette, Baume du Doge, Bois d'Ombry. He's also done Jubilation 25 by Amouage and Fusion Sacré from the house of Majda Bekali. And he is probably one of the most versatile and one of the most unique perfumers, always pushes the envelope, but puts forth something that we can all appreciate and love. Now, this fragrance, on the other hand, it is a little bit on the brighter side. It has some earthy qualities to it. It's also quite green and herbaceous at times. It does contain coriander and a note of tomato leaf, along with some other spices, which is why I would classify it as a spicy scent. But let's go ahead and kick off the video by taking a look at the presentation. And here we have the presentation for Frank No. 1 by Frank Los Angeles. The box is pretty simple. It has this stretch, this shiny stretch of the perimeter here at the top, the name of the fragrance, just number 1, the concentration, the ingredients, the website, and the insignia. And over here, the bottle has this light yellowish color to it. Just says Frank Los Angeles No. 1. You have a sticker at the bottom with your serial number in there. And then the cap is a snug fit. It does not click into place, and the distribution on this one is excellent. And that was the presentation for Frank No. 1. As soon as you spray this scent, you're gonna notice a balance of fresh and sweet. Now, the fresh notes or the spicy, which seem to sort of contradict one another, but believe it or not, some spicy notes can evoke a feeling of freshness. You get coriander, you're also going to get a little bit of cardamom, and also a tomato leaf note. Now, it doesn't necessarily add a culinary overtone to it in the sense that it doesn't smell like food, or it doesn't smell like something that you would use while you're cooking, but it does have an overall feel to it of something being fresh and maybe spicy, and that spiciness conveys a sense of sophistication as well. Now, I also pick up on some sweet notes in the dry down, and there was a part of me that even wanted to say, this kind of reminds me of 1 Million by Paco Rabanne, but I dare not say that because it is in no way to that level of sweetness. But it does have something in the base, whether it be labdanum or vanilla or some other sweet resin, that sort of brings forth that playfulness, while all the while not being juvenile. I think this is a really great scent for somebody that maybe is still in college, all the way up to somebody who is very set in their job and in their career, because it has that balance. So it's a scent that you could wear all the time. You need not wear it in a suit and tie. You can wear this one casually. And I think the price point will make it so that you can afford to do that. You can afford to wear it on a regular basis. I think it's a wonderful scent, very well rounded out. At times it does smell quite natural, and it smells different. That's what I like about it. And that's what I like about all of Bertrand Duchaufour's creations, is that he usually puts a twist on them. For me, the Majda Bekali fragrance that I referenced earlier, there's a part that kind of smells like bubblegum and hairspray. With Jubilation 25, you have the berries and the resins, the opopanax, the sweet myrrh. For this one, you have the tomato leaf and the spices and all of the other nuance to it that really allow it to pop out and make it a cut above the rest in its competition. So it's a wonderful scent. I'm excited to tell you my rating, so let's go ahead and continue the video with that. First up, I took a look at the uniqueness and the overall smell, and this is indeed a unique scent. There are times when it kind of gives off a designer vibe, but that's only because a lot of those spices, I would venture to say, are also prevalent among designer scents. There's one that comes to mind. It does not smell like this one by any means, but it's Ocean by Bath & Body Works, and that fragrance actually contains nutmeg. So it's the nutmeg in that scent that gives it that oceany vibe. So that's the only reason why I make that comparison or that overlap, not necessarily because it smells like a designer scent. I don't think it does, but it has that appeal that you can wear it all the time. Longevity on this one is pretty solid. You're gonna get about 6 to 8 hours, which for an eau de parfum is right within the average range. Projection is pretty average too. I feel like the spices really allow this one to jump up off the skin. And then as far as versatility is concerned, that's really where it shines. It does best in the versatility department. You can wear this one when you're young, when you're older. You can wear it on a night out, clubbing, bar, partying, casual work. It doesn't really matter. I also view this one to be completely unisex, and I also believe that fragrance has no gender. Presentation on this one is okay. I mean, it's a pretty sturdy box, really nice construction. The distribution for this one, once again, pretty solid. I can't knock it on that. It's a great scent. Overall, if I had to give her an overall score, I would say it deserves a 4 out of 5. It has a lot of practical wearability. It's a great smell. It's unique. It's good bang for your buck. You're going to stand out among other people, and there's really no shortcomings with this scent. The only reason I don't give it a full 5 out of 5 is because I don't know if I can put this in my favorite category. I think there are a lot of scents out there, like Paco Rabanne's 1 Million, that I did sing high praise for, or 1 Million Privé, I should say. I sung higher praise for that one, that even though I love it and it has quickly become one of my favorite scents, can I say it's in my top 5? No. Can I say it's in my top 3? Probably not. So this one probably wouldn't make my top 10, but I view it as a really powerful scent, and it brings a lot to the table. So I think it's worthy of your time. So make sure to check it out. I will leave links down below. You can always pick up a sample if anything. So guys, thank you so much for watching. That was my review on Frank number 1 by Frank Los Angeles. If you own or have tried this scent, please let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Also, please don't forget to subscribe for future videos, top 10s, giveaways, unboxings, and a lot of other fragrance related content. So remember, I smell well so you can smell good, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care.